today we'll discuss why Martin Madrazzo wasn't killed during GTA 5's final mission. So to get a better understanding of this, we gotta recap what happened off screen during the mission Cata Libre. So we know that Trevor wasn't overly happy with how Martin refused to pay him, and then Trevor presumably ripped off Martin's ear, which we briefly see the aftermath of at the end of the mission Monkey Business. And this leads into two main reasons as to why Martin was not killed. Firstly, their business was concluded. After Monkey Business, Michael gave him that statue thing and they gave Patricia back and whatnot, so things between them were concluded right then and there. After this, Martin is not seen again in the storyline. Like, it's not like you can compare him to Devin Weston or Steve Haynes, who were actively trying to get rid of some of the main characters by the time the final mission comes around. Instead, Martin was just never seen again, and even said that him and the main characters will do their best to avoid each other, and Trevor agreed, and this leads to the second reason. If you pay attention to the way that Martin said that to Trevor, you know, the whole we'll be friends but we'll avoid each other thing, to me that whole thing sounded like he was nervous, and this next one may be a little bit of a stretch, but hear me out briefly. I believe that Martin was actually scared of Trevor here. I mean, Trevor ripped out his ear presumably a few weeks or less before this event, and Martin also in that final scene has guards around him, and he's still nervous. Who knows what else Trevor did at his house back when he kidnapped his wife. I mean, Martin certainly had the resources to try to go after Trevor, but he probably knows damn well that if he did, he probably wouldn't make it out of that alive. I guess you could say that unlike Steve Haynes, Martin Madrazzo knew when he was beaten and when to quit, which is ultimately what saved his life in the end. Now, would Martin go after Michael and Trevor had Trevor not done to him what he did? I believe that he would have, and in that case, he would have ended up on that list along with Steve Haynes and the others. Real quick though, if you're enjoying this video so far, leave a like on it and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also check out my second Kingdom Hearts channel that is going to be down in the description if you guys are into that sort of content. So to recap everything, the two main reasons as to why Martin Madrazzo was left alive. Firstly, he didn't have that much of a reason to go against the main characters. He got that statue thing as an apology, which was presumably worth a shit ton of money. He got his wife back unharmed, and the second main reason, and like I said, this may be a tad controversial, but he was in my opinion scared of Trevor for reasons I already mentioned. Also, Trevor was a one-man fucking army capable enough of wiping out him and his guards probably all on his own. And then of course you have the whole ear incident, which resulted in Martin being scared shitless, which is visible in the final scene from Monkey Business like we talked about, and you can see how nervous Martin is and whatnot. And also a small detail that I would also like to point out is notice how far he is from Trevor, like he doesn't want to get close to him. I guess that's another sign that you could take, although it could just be a coincidence and I may be looking too much into this. But he also had armed guards around him that were protecting him, and if you really want to simplify the whole thing, which you could absolutely do, and that's by looking at it this way. Unlike someone like Stretch or Steve Haynes, Martin was not a threat, at least not anymore, especially when you compare the Martin that Michael meets at the beginning of the game. And with that said, I want to thank you for watching this video. Leave your thoughts and opinions on this topic in the comments down below. Did I miss any clues? I don't think I did, but if I did, leave those in the comments down below as well. Until next video stream, bye bye.